So it's finally happened. All the rumors are true about the Super Mario 35th Anniversary Direct. And while I'd love to make a video talking about all the great things that were announced and how awesome they are, they come with some bad stuff too, and I kind of just hate that Nintendo stuff just comes with some sort of tinge of bad these days. Like whenever you hear something great from them, whenever they do something that is so good, you always have that fine print, that little fine print that just is that little bit of, well, let's just call it evil for right now. But for now we can focus on the good things, the highlight of the entire Direct being the Super Mario 3D All-Stars game, which has Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. Now I guess you could say a bad part of this is that it doesn't have Galaxy 2, which a lot of people are upset about, but I don't see it as being that big of a deal personally. Like, yeah, they really should have put that in there because, I mean, why not? It's also another big 3D Mario game, but also in my opinion, Mario Galaxy 2 kind of felt like an add-on to the first game. It just felt like it was an expansion of what we already had. So I can kind of just let them slide with that because I'm not really that pressed about it. But another 3D Mario game that is coming by itself is Super Mario 3D World with a little addition. I mean, we don't really know exactly what it is right now. It looks like something involving Bowser, Cat Bowser. Hopefully we get to play as him, or maybe it's like a challenge mode or just something that is just, I don't know, more difficult. But yeah, of course that had to come to the Switch because everything is getting ported over from the Wii U to the Switch, and that was one of the last games, if not the last game. I have to go back and check on my list, but I feel like that's one of the last games that they need to port over from the Wii U. And 3D World is really like one of my favorite, it's kind of like a hybrid of a 3D game and a regular 2D side-scrolling game. It's like going in depth on a 2D side-scrolling game. Now one of the games that really caught me off guard, but it definitely goes in line with Nintendo doing this whole Labo thing nowadays, it's definitely Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. If I had kids, that would be a cool thing. Personally, I personally don't think that's something I would buy because first off, I don't have the room for that. And on top of not having the room for it, it's also a whole $100 game just to get the game in one of the carts by themselves. So you can get two different sets, I'm supposing, a Mario set and a Luigi set, each costing $100. And yeah, no, that's just not going to be a thing I'm going to buy, but I'm happy for those out there who are going to use this and hopefully have the space for it. But damn, it's just another reminder that we don't have a legitimate new Mario Kart game for the Switch, and that's kind of crazy. Felt like by now they would have at least some plans for a Mario Kart 9 or like a Super Nintendo Kart, something along those lines, but I guess not at this point. Next up, it seems like there's a new Battle Royale game coming out all the time, and Nintendo is dropping yet another one, Super Mario 35, going to be something like a Tetris 99 but with Mario. And again, hey, it's a free game, so I have no complaints about it, have nothing really to say about it. It's really cool actually, it's a really cool idea. I don't think I'm very good with platformers or battle royales, and I've learned that very much from playing Fall Guys, but hey, I mean, I would love to try this out for a free thing, and I guess it would be something to try out and have fun with. And on top of those things, he announced a few more smaller announcements, like a Game & Watch that is Super Mario Brothers themed. It's going to have the game on it, and it's going to have a bunch of different features with it. Not only that, but they're going to have extra stuff for Animal Crossing next year, and a Splatfest that's going to be Mario themed next year too. So all those things sound absolutely great. I have no problem with those things at all, but wait just a second because I'm about to get into something that is kind of problematic regarding all of these things. So the issue is that a lot of this stuff has an end date, and what I mean by that is that some of these games, for example, are going to not be in production anymore. They're not going to be available anymore, supposedly, even digitally, after March. And so far this applies to two of the many games that were shown off here, being Mario Brothers 35 and the Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Now Mario Brothers 35, I don't really have much of an issue with them taking that away because, I mean, hey, it's a free game, it's something that people can play and enjoy for right now. I don't necessarily mind that too much. But the problem really comes in with the Super Mario 3D All-Stars game, because why would you not want to keep selling that throughout the entire life of the Switch? Nintendo's basically giving us a time period of 6 months to buy this game digitally and physically, supposedly at least, and they're basically saying if you don't buy this game within that 6 months, then we cannot guarantee you will get it. It's going to be a limited release, a limited edition game. But why? And hey, it could be that they're going to release Super Mario 64 alongside the N64 on the Nintendo Online app, but that's something that we just can't say for sure. People have been predicting that for a very long time, and it's something that could happen as early next year. And still, we have no clue if they're going to follow it up with anything about the GameCube or the Wii even, and that would cover the other 2 games on this collection as well. But you know what? The thing I really think that they're trying to do is just create false scarcity, which is very much a Nintendo thing to do within the past couple years at least. It's been very much a thing that they would do. First time I actually paid attention to this was when Amiibo was a huge thing. I was definitely an Amiibo collector, and going out to get these things was very complicated at first. And myself and other collectors would question like, okay, so why is it so hard to get these things? Why don't they just make more? Is it really that big of a thing? Like, are people just scalping them left and right? What's going on? But the most popular theory with that, and that led into many other things that Nintendo has released afterwards, including the NES Classic for example, it led to people thinking that, hey, they're just not making enough of these because they want people to buy them. They want people to think that, hey, if you're going to get one, you got to get one right now because they're not going to be available for a very long time. That's it. And to be honest, that type of mentality only is helpful for scalpers and people who are going to buy these things in mass and hoard them and resell them for ridiculous prices. Scalpers are the bane of my existence. I hate them so much ever since my Amiibo days. I hate them with a passion. And no, that doesn't mean you who accidentally bought 2 copies of a game and you're thinking to yourself, hey, I'll just sell the other one online. If you just bought 2 games and you bought one by accident, or hey, whatever the case may be, cool, whatever, it doesn't matter. But for those people out there who are buying hundreds of copies of a game, setting aside money just to be able to buy up the entire stock of something and resell it, that is creating false scarcity, and that is a huge problem. And it's like time and time again, years after the fact even, Nintendo just feeds into this mentality, and it's like, bro, why are you doing this? Just make your stuff available, especially if you're doing this for digital copies of the game as well. Like, you shouldn't make this thing super scarce digitally. People should be able to download this whenever. Like, physical scarcity is going to be a completely different thing because, I mean, yeah, you're going to make a certain amount of them, but they're going to be in circulation, they're going to be traded in, they're going to be given to other people, they're going to be in circulation still. But just getting rid of it off the eShop entirely after March is like, that's so, I don't know what that is. The best way I can put it is that it's anti-consumer. That is exactly what it is. It is anti-consumer. And that is exactly what I meant when I said that they always try to add some little bit of a fine print that just messes up the biggest and best of announcements. So yeah, I'm very happy that they have announced all of these games, but I'm really hoping that they change their mind on some of these policies. Hopefully they don't just take these games off of the eShop. Hopefully they do allow for the sale of them after a certain point. Who knows? So that is it for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And also don't forget to follow me on Twitter where we can continue the conversation. And I will see you guys in the next one.